Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to the World of Warcraft. We are currently at level 50 mage. We're inching closer to that level 60 mark, which is a very important one, as I do plan on boosting this character from level 60 all the way to level 100. So we're gonna be in time for the Legion expansion. Now speaking of which, in this video I want to be leveling up a little bit more, but I also want to be talking about what my plans are for the Legion expansion, as many of you have been asking that in the comment section. Now one very important thing to note that people have pointed out since the very first episode of this Let's Play is what is going to be your travel companion, because, well, we got a water elemental, I guess, who's pretty cool and all, but look at this low guy. Look at this low guy. I never really had a travel companion. So I figured, let's get baby Winston out here. He is going to obviously be part of Overwatch and all that, but he's like the cutest little thing ever. I love that little guy. Anyway, he's gonna be joining me on my travels as long as I don't forget to actually summon him. But anyways, I have started up my collection of mounts once again. I figured that since I don't actually, have a main character on the Horde side of things, I don't actually own all of the mounts. So I've come back to the Hawkstrike breeder right here, the Hawkstrider breeder rather, and purchased all of these swift Hawkstriders that she has to offer. Those are gonna look a little bit differently than the, the chickens we had previously. But in order to purchase those from all of the other, factions from the Horde as well, for example, if I want to be getting the Frost Wolves and whatnot from the Orcs, I will need to make sure that I am actually exalted with their faction. Now, in World of Warcraft, for those of you unaware, you have reputations, and they basically indicate how well they like you, I suppose. And the maximum level you can reach with any of them is going to be exalted. Now, in order to up those reputations, there's countless different ways of doing so. I'm currently trying to up my my reputation with Orgrimmar, which will allow me to, purchase the wolves and whatnot. So that is the very reason why I'm currently wearing an Orgrimmar tabard. If I showcase that to you real quickly, well, I didn't want to teleport. But if I showcase that to you real quickly, you can see I got the little Orgrimmar thing right here in front of my chest. Anyhow, before talking about what my plans for the Legion expansion are, we gotta make sure that we pick a zone where we're gonna be leveling in this video, because obviously I'm level 50 now, so that does mean that I can go ahead and, choose a new area to be leveling up in. So I can go ahead and pick the Ungoro Crater, which is a place that I haven't been in years. And I can also be going for Winter Spring, apparently, as well as the Burning Steppes. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to go to the Burning Steppes. I never really liked that place very much. Alright, so thinking for a little bit, I know that Winter Spring is a very wide open zone as well, right? With a lot of, like, empty space. And considering we were in Gadgets and, like, in the desert in the previous one, right? I've been leveling there for a couple of hours right now. I would like to have something a little bit more lush, a little bit more green. So I think we're gonna be headed to the Ungoro Crater, and we gotta provide aid to the Marshal's Expeditions personnel as they uncover the secrets of the Ungoro Crater, or the Ungoro Crater? I'm never quite sure. Anyways, all able-bodied members of the Horde are hereby ordered to report to Willidan Marshal at the Marshal Stand. You are to provide aid to the Marshal's Expeditions personnel as they uncover the secrets of the Ungoro Crater. The Horde may be able to find use for the unique beasts and crystals populating the crater. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is an area with a lot of, like, dinosaurs and raptors and whatnot. I haven't been here in years, so bear with me. I'm pretty sure that is the case. Anyways, you can reach the Ungoro Crater by taking the road from the Western Tanaris down into the crater and towards the Marshal Stand. Alrighty, so we gotta go to Western Tanaris, down into the crater. Alright, Destiny calls. Well, I'll go ahead and accept that quest. And considering I still have my Hearthstone and Gadgets on, I'm gonna go ahead and head back towards Tanaris. Alrighty, so we are in Tanaris and we are headed to the west. Now look at this little monkey dude. He's actually pretty dang fast. His little legs are definitely keeping up just fine. Anyhow, I figured this would be a perfect moment to start talking about what my plans are for the next expansion, as it is going to be releasing in just a couple of weeks. Now, first and foremost, on the release date of the expansion, I'm actually gonna be on holiday. I know, passion, right? No, but seriously, I booked that holiday a long time ago with the girlfriend. I haven't been on vacation in years, so I'm really excited for that. But the first couple of days of the expansion, I'm sadly not going to be playing, but obviously, I do plan on playing the expo for quite a little while. Now, for those of you unaware, I used to raid a lot in World of Warcraft. I've raided for many years, in particular in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. I started playing in the end of the Burning Crusade, and that is really where I started, playing WoW a lot. And I played it pretty hardcore. I was on one of the better guilds in Europe, we were basically doing some of the highest level achievements, and we were, I believe, 3rd in taking out the Lich King on the heroic difficulty, which was the end-all boss in that expansion. So I rated hardcore back in the day. Now, obviously nowadays, I still... Ooh, that's the Angora crater right there. Obviously nowadays, I you know, still play a lot of games, and I'm not really able to exclusively play just a single one. You know what? I got Slowfall. I got Slowfall. Here we go. This should work, right? I think this is gonna work. I hope it doesn't time out. We got 25... You know what? I can actually... Oh, I can actually just cancel it just like that and make sure we're fine. But anyways, I obviously still want to be doing more raiding. Raiding has always been where it's at. If it would be PvP, I guess I would rather just, you know, do some PvP in other games as well, because I do a lot of player versus player when it comes to, for example, like StarCraft 2 or Overwatch or whatever, right? So I try and focus mostly on the PvE content, because that's where I personally enjoy the game the most. Now, that's not to say that I will never do any kind of PvP or whatever, but I'm definitely a person who likes to play in a relatively hardcore fashion, okay? I want to try and go ahead and at the very least grind a bunch of raids and see how well we can do. Now, there's the first dinosaur right there. Don't really want to be facing them for the moment. But anyhow, that is going to be my main goal. Now, that said, I'm obviously not dedicating nearly as much time to WoW as I was able to back then. Just simply because I play a lot of different games right now as well. And as you maybe imagine, the whole video making process as well as the live streaming takes up a lot of time. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be dedicating any time to it. I do plan on running this character at least semi-hardcore, okay? I want to make sure that this character is capable of doing raids, ideally on the mythic difficulty, and I'm currently in search for a guild for that as well. So if you are a Horde player on the European server and your guild is planning on doing mythic raiding and you're actually having, like, you know, a relatively, you know, good reputation, let me know down below, because I am definitely, you know, in need of one. And with that, it looks like we actually made our way towards the Marshal stand right here. Before we continue onwards, let's see what Willadin Marshal has to say. Welcome, Mage. My scientists and explorers will be glad to have your help. Welcome, I am Willadin Marshal, and my sister and I run this expedition of explorers and scientists. You have a moment? I don't like the look of those elementals on the Volcano, Mage. We have way too much equipment, too many nodes, and one crazed elemental could streak its way through our camp and do terrible, terrible damage. Show them that their new neighbors aren't to be trifled with, and bring their ash as they leave that behind. We might as well do a little science while we're at it. Alright, so my very first quest is to take out a bunch of elementals. Typical. We also... What's up? We also need to find the source, apparently. I created a thermometer to take readings of the temperatures at the volcano, and I'd like to find the hottest lava flows. It gives the measurements in degrees Crackland height. I see. Here, take it and take the readings of the temperatures at the ridge whenever you see a hotspot. Hotspots usually take the form of a glowing rocky pillar jutting out of the ground. You'll find them around the base of the Fire Plume Ridge. One trip around the perimeter will likely suffice. Alrighty, I can do that. I can most definitely do that. There's a whole bunch of quests actually over here. That's pretty dang useful, because that's gonna allow me to, you know, obviously complete this a little bit faster. Got a little gnome here as well. I'm sure you've noticed them, Lowko. They're everywhere. Crystals of power. What am I talking about? Why, the crystals, of course. The crystals, they're all over the crater. Most people ignore them, but I have a strange feeling that they hold power within them. Say I'm running a little low on the crystals I have here. Think you might be able to collect some more for me? You'll find yellow crystals to the northeast or northwest. Red crystals to the oh, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Hey, thank you very much, Cole. I appreciate that. And hold on, before I forget, I'm gonna have to make sure that I set my Hearthstone here as well. Are you the innkeeper? Oh, well, hey. I guess I'll make my new home this little place here. And also, I got 2 more quests right here, as well as like a flight point. Dang, that's a lot, actually. Nolan Tecker. Hi, how are you? I don't believe we've met. I'm Nolan Tecker, Marshal's Expedition's new chief of the guards. I'm also the chef. There's actually more overlap than you think. I've got a fun little task for you. Have you seen the spike pits around the perimeter of the camp? See if you can convince some of the nearby dinosaurs to walk into them. If you throw this rotten meat at them when they're not looking, it'll either make them hungry or angry. Either way is fine, as long as they follow you into the pit. Oh man, we got a lot of relatively complicated quests here as well. Alright. There's actually apparently a volcano here somewhere. I haven't been there yet. We also got a quest called Finding Stormclaw from this troll over here. Zen Aliri have been studying the ways of the Druid Blood Elf. Hopefully one day. Zenalot, no, we're not gonna go there. Joins the Druid of the Talon and soar over the crater as the Stormcrow man. But for now, my mentor says I stay here and wait, man. No. We're not that trollish. I know another druid who might be able to use your help. His name is Garl Stormcrow, or Stormclaw rather, and he's somewhere to the east of here, studying regions. Maybe you could talk to him, man. Alrighty, man. Stay away from the voodoo, man. Alright, and last but not least, I need to make sure that I also grab this flight point here. Just because... Time is money, friend! That's exactly the reason why. I don't wanna be wasting my time here. Slowly but surely, though, we're unlocking a lot of flight paths. So, you know, we're keeping it real! Dang, they actually changed the look of that Void Walker? I haven't seen a new one yet. Wait, maybe I'm crazy and it is the exact same. I'm not sure. Maybe they did? I don't know. Alright, so first and foremost, I'm gonna have to try and bait a bunch of dinosaurs into this pit. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do that, but I know there's a pit right here. Can I... I was hoping I could maybe just, you know, bait him in here this way. Is he gonna come and walk in here? Oh, you're a dumb little... You're a dumb little dinosaur, aren't you? Anyhow, I've done a little bit of research for the Legion expansion, and it looks like, in particular, the Fire Mage spec seems extremely promising. I've been having a bit of a difficulty trying to decide, since I do want to plan on doing at least a bunch of PvE content, right? I have been having a little bit of trouble to decide between Arcane and Fire, and I think I've narrowed it down to Arcane. I mean, there's something about burning things up and, like, absolutely... You know, just burning and massacring the place. I mean, it's very unlike myself, I suppose, but I really kind of like the idea of having a character that is, you know, just dealing sick amounts of fire damage. And on top of that, in the pre-patch of Legion, I believe already, we've got some insane graphical improvements to fire, and it looks absolutely awesome. So for those of you unfamiliar, if I'm not mistaken, it seems like Arcane as well as Fire are going to be the main raiding and the player versus environment kind of specializations. And by the way, what I mean with raiding, in case you're unfamiliar, or with PvE in general, is taking out big bosses in groups of 10 or 20. That's basically what the word raiding means in that regard. And by the way, currently on our way towards the wrong end. Gonna move my way around. It seems like Arcane and Fire Mages are going to be the two best options when it comes to PvE related content. So I'm planning on running either of those, and I kinda am starting to... I've never played Fire or Arcane, right? I've never played either of those specs, really. So I'm starting to kind of love the idea of playing Fire Mage, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now, I know that technically speaking, you can switch between specializations on the fly in the Legion expansion, but since we have to dedicate ourselves to a certain artifact weapon, and we'll go over what all of that means in the future, so in case you are completely unfamiliar with that, no worries, there's no need to explain all the details right now, but I think I'm either gonna go Fire or Arcane. I love the idea of Fire, it looks really cool. Oh hey, look at that, I actually found myself another quest giver, just randomly hanging out in this corner of the map. I didn't plan on getting here, but... What you want? You want to ride a Venomhide? Then I've got bad news for you. The Venomhide Revizors, they're all poison. Poison blood, poison spit, poison skin. You climb a one, you fall off dead in a few hours. You'd have to build up a resistance to their toxins before I sold you one, and that takes a long time. You'd need to be splashed with poisonous blood while fighting one numerous times. If you're really interested, the Venomhide prefer the northern area of the Marshall Lands, northwest of here. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and accept that, and I'll also go ahead and find out the guy that was doing a little bit of research over here in the corner, and apparently there's now also a Tauren giving me a quest. Zen Lar'Cory was wise to send you here. I've hit a dead end in my studies. Oh, okay, stop, Blood Elf. I could use the help of a mage like you. Right outside of the camp, there are raptors with deadly claws. I've been using the claws for druid rituals, but it doesn't seem to be working. However, I did notice that some of the raptors sometimes have white claws, when most have deadly black ones. The earth works in strange ways. Maybe you could fetch me some of the white claws and I'll try one last time. Alright, I'll go ahead and do so. Now we also got Torwa Pathfinder. Once a long time ago, a brother of mine took some meat of one of the Lar'Cory's kills. He didn't know it at the time, but Lar'Cory saw him from the forest. Lar'Cory followed my brother for days, destroying everything he touched. My brother, scared, finally decided to run from the crater and leave Lar'Cory behind. Lar'Cory killed him, not far from this spot. If you want to provoke Lar'Cory, find a fresh kill of his and take some of the meat from it. Start your search to the west. Man, there's a lot of quests over here, isn't there? Okay, I guess we'll just continue onwards, gathering whatever we need. Anyhow, so my main goal for the Legion expansion, for the moment at the very least, is to play the game at least semi-hardcore, because that is where I shine, or what I enjoy doing the most. But also, I just simply want to continue this series of videos, right? I'm having an absolute blast playing, and while most of the series of, like, you know, World of Warcraft videos on YouTube at the very least seem to be based around people that have, you know, a leveling of a character, I really want to extend it to, you know, the later stages of the game as well, because I really don't see a reason why not, right? Like, if you guys have any recommendations, what you would love me to do in the expansion, please let me know, because I am all ears. But I am, you know, definitely planning on exploring and trying to figure out, you know, what's gonna be working best, also in the form of this format for YouTube, right? Like, this is something else that I normally do on the channel, and I've been having an absolute blast with it. So as long as things are fun for me, I really don't see a single reason for me to not continue onwards with it, right? Like, I feel like a lot of you are really enjoying it as well, and I mean, I am having an absolute blast. I think there's a lot more to discover in the world, and I'm in particular also excited to level up from level 100 to level 110. It's gonna take a little while, but it seems like the Legion expansion, at least thus far, has brought a lot of polish to what is much needed, to be honest. Like, there were obviously a lot of minor little issues, but they seem to have addressed most of the problems at hand, and more importantly, they've seemed to have changed the mentality within Blizzard, right, where they needed to release expansions consistently, where they're right now releasing them at a little bit of a slower pace. At least it seems like what they're gonna do next, and hopefully that will, you know, prevent the content drought, because basically, for those of you unaware, if you are a raider in World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor, the current expansion, you basically haven't seen new content in over a half year, or maybe even over a year right now. I don't even know, but it's been a long time since new raids have been available. And while I didn't raid heavily in Warlords, I do really like to do so some again in the Legion expansion. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, do let me know. But anyways, we found the piece that we were looking for here. We're gonna gather it, and hopefully this will attract that raptor guy who was being a pain in the ass. Now, apparently there's also a Draenei Mage right over there, which is clearly not the race we are, you know, wanting to go up against right now, but I'll go ahead and quest for a little bit longer. What's going on, Torwa? I've got the meat that you were looking for, dude. Do not take my words lightly, Lowko. If you truly wish to face this creature, then you must be careful and smart. It will take a great deal of strength and insight to draw out Lar'Cory and defeat him. Oh, it'll be easy, dude. I got full heirloom gear. This will do nicely, Lowko. It seems like Lar'Cory eats well these days. Although I wonder where he found a Trashadon in this area. Odd. Regardless, I will hold onto this until you are ready for your confrontation with the beast. Do not worry for my safety. I am sure you've angered Lar'Cory enough for that he will not kill me until after he's tasted your flesh. I'm actually surprised he hasn't come for you yet, but all is well. For I have a final plan that I will bring the monster to us. Being the dominant male gives Lar'Cory rights to breed with any female he chooses, and he chooses many of them. You find many Ravasaur eggs to the west of here. Get close to them and you should provoke an attack by his mates. The females produce the awful smell from glands in their head that allows males to know they are ready to breed. Bring me 2 of those glands. 2 of them only? Normally you always want me to like collect like 18. Alright, that's fine for me. I'll go ahead and collect those. And also got the claws that you were looking for here for your research. I have gotten the claws for you. My mentor says that sometimes you have to take away from nature before you can give back. These raptors, I feel that they have died for a good cause. Thank you, Lowko. The blood petals of Ungoro have fascinating life cycles. These trees in front of us bear seeds that fall down to the river when they mature. The river's current then takes the seed north of here, where the seed hatches, almost like an egg, and a newborn blood petal emerges. I require these seeds for my studies. Take this net and use it to scoop up the bright orange seeds in the river. You have to hunt them down under the water.
Watch your back.
Watch your back! Okay, I can do that. But first off, I'm gonna go ahead and apparently get some of these glands, because apparently the raptor wants to mate. Which ones are females, though? I mean, there's a runner and there's like a pink one, right? I guess we could go for the pink one or something. See if these could potentially be dropping those glands that we were looking for. I'm not entirely sure if they will, though. I don't think the blue ones. I don't think the blue ones. Like, I just killed those as well, right? I don't think those are gonna be the ones that we're looking for here. Which one of these looks like they're ready to breed, right? We're looking for a female here who looks to be ready to breed. Are you a female, sir? Wait, if I call you a sir, you're most definitely not a female. I don't know exactly if I have to loot them or what. Oh, here we go. Oh, this one is labeled Lar'Cory's mate. There we go. That makes it way easier to figure out whether or not she wants to breed, huh? There we go. You're down. You're down, ma'am. Give me your glance. That is something I've never said in that order before. That's a weird thing to say, but bear with me. I'm playing a game, okay? When you're playing a game, sometimes you use words and orders that you've never said before, that when taken out of context, it sounds very, very strange. It really feels like I've killed about 100 of these normal ones right now, and I'm not finding another one of his mates. I mean, they all look the same to me. They just have a different name. Oh, there she is. Oh, she just spawned. I don't know what happened there. As soon as I start talking, that is exactly when she appears. I like the way she thinks. Alright, good. So we got the 2 glands now, right? I think. There we go. Nice. Now, for another quest, I am pretty certain I'm supposed to be poisoned here, right? Hey, why are you guys fighting each other? What's going on with that? Oh, wait, no, you're not. There's actually a level 100 troll. I was gonna say. So I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be poisoned by one of these guys. Although I'm not entirely sure if I will have to. I mean, she's just punching him to death. Look at that. She's more powerful than me without any gear. That's kind of saddening. But one of the quests is to be splashed with Venomhide blood 20 times. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. I was thinking here, I dismissed my water elemental, that I'm just going to attack them. And just like tag him, I suppose. But then hope he's going to poison me? Yeah, that is how it works. It just takes a very, very long time. I mean, I've been standing here for quite a little while already. I mean, I've been meleeing this thing down for a while, and it is very close to dealing quite a bit of damage to me. But every now and then, we are so-called splashed with Venomhide blood. So I think this quest may very well take a little while. I think that may very well have been the reason why that other Draenei we just saw was actually not wearing any gear, because I mean, she was trying to be hit by these things, but it takes forever. You know what? I'm actually gonna just not do this quest for the moment, because we'll be hunting here for the flowers instead. I needed to get, I believe, 4 Angoro seeds. Yeah, but he said they were in the water, right? I have been underwater for a little while right now, but I don't quite see any of the seeds anywhere in this area. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and head back and turn in the 2 glands that we have now gathered. I mean, both of the quests over here I just seem to not be able to really easily do. I tried a little bit more with the toxic tolerance, but once again, it took me a couple minutes to get another charge there, and it's just, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. What's going on, Torwa? It's been a little while, sir. Be careful, Lowko. Getting close to any nest surely will provoke the mothers. Yeah, I've done that, sir. I've got him. Ah, fine specimen. The 2 pieces you've found should be perfect for baiting Lar'Cory into the open. I cannot wait to see the outcome of your fight with the monster. He's a massive thing with claws as sharp as the finest blades. You will look into his eyes and you will know death. This will be the most difficult part because there is some complexity to the plan. Continue following the river to the north and look for a bend in it. It was there I saw Lar'Cory's last. You will know you are in the right area because of all of the bones from the massive creatures that once wandered nearby. Take the meat you recovered and place it there, then rub the mixture I created on this meat. If both lures mingled together do not bring Lar'Cory to you, then I know nothing else that will. Oh man, you make it sound like a terrible thing, sir. I'm sure it can't be that bad. Alright, I'm just gonna head up north apparently to where he murdered all these poor little animals. I guess the same thing as I've been doing, although I don't really leave any bones behind, I guess. And put the bait out for him and see if we can take him out. It's funny how the trees are somewhat similar in this zone as from Varalas when we last leveled there. I mean, the trees are at least somewhat apparent. Hey! Oh! That's one of the things we were looking for. Oh, there we go! I just saw a little pop of orange in the corner of my eye. I was nerding about the trees. Was that another one right there as well? Are they just really, really small? Oh, look at them. Come here, you. I didn't see him at first. I literally, like, I've been looking around for these things for quite a little while. Like, I think it's been literally like 5 minutes. And I didn't see a single one. There we go. We all of a sudden got 3 right after each other. They're tiny, though. I thought they would be bigger. Oh, here we go. We got a last one as well. Nice. Woo. Wow, that randomly happened. I was giving up on that quest already. Looks like we didn't need to. Alright. So, apparently there's gonna be a bunch of bones and whatnot to where... Oh, there he is. There's the carcass and all that shenanigans. And here's the death and decay of a big raptor. Where is he coming from, though? He must be huge. Like, the way he's describing it, it sounds like it's absolutely enormous. Oh, there's another one. Well, we'll let him finish up the quest first, because there's another exclamation point here on the minimap. Crate of foodstuffs. Not entirely sure what that means. You find what appears to be a crate of food left behind when the camp was abandoned. On the outside of the crate, you can make out a stamp that says Property of Martial Expeditions. Perhaps you might find someone who uses this. Alright. Well, I'll accept that quest anytime. And actually, we also got a green one now. Because we need to gather these crystals in all different kinds of colors. But first off, let's go ahead and kill Lar'Cory here. So I need to put down the bait. Do I have the bait here? Scraps of rotting meat, is that it? No, that's not it. What is the bait here? I got a bunch of quest items. Is that the Patora's pouch? Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but here we go. We're gonna place that on the ground. Requires the preserved carcass. Oh, is that right in this little circle is where you want me to? Where the other guy just killed Lar'Cory at? There we go. Alright, we're placing down the carcass. We're placing down the mixture. Or the mixture, rather. Well, would you look at that? Guess who we have here? Guess who we also don't have with us? Our water elemental for our most difficult fight of all time. We gotta make sure that we lock him in place and shoot him down as soon as possible. Oh man, apparently these other guys over here don't appreciate me as much. But what I can do is just rain some blizzard down on them. Here we go. Well, that was one of the worst fights I've ever done because I still had to summon my water elemental and all that. But at the very least, we got some area of effect damage happening right now. And we should be capable of looting his head right now, and we have. Nice. Alright, so I also spent a little bit of time looting all of the green crystals. And now that I'm pretty far up north anyway, I'll just go ahead and Hearthstone here to get back towards the camp, turn in those quests as well while we're at it, and then we'll head down towards the bottom right corner of the map. You know what? I'm actually gonna first head up to the volcano instead. Because I need to find the hottest ridge, and I also need to take out, I think, a bunch of these elementals to gather their ash, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. What is this place, though? Can we go into the volcano? I don't remember that part. That is... I don't remember something like that. Yeah, we do need to loot their ash. Can I... Should I go inside of this cave, or is there anything in this cave? Not a whole lot. No, we just have to climb up the volcano, apparently. Oh, here we go. Would you look at that? There is a whole lot of fire in this area. Although, apparently he doesn't want to fight me. He's got Scorch, which is one of the skills from the Fire Mage. I already feel at home right here. There we go. We got a lot of ash, but I need to find the hottest area. Take a reading of the temperature at a spot. Well, I mean, isn't this considered to be right in the lava? This would be pretty hot. As you can see, I'm not really taking any damage though, so apparently it's not too bad. Way off there in the distance, there's a flame-rich, or there's a fire plume-rich hotspot. That is, I think, where I need to go, but that is not quite where I want to be heading yet. I mean, I got some more ashes to gather over here. To be fair, though, I kind of feel bad for these elementals. I mean, if you watched any kind of Pokemon, you know very well how unfair the battle between fire and water is, right? Like, that is always going to be in favor of the fire one, or the water one, I guess. Well, would you look at that? I got my temperature reading here. Is 122 degrees crackling height. I need to find the hottest spot, apparently. I think they're all gonna be at like the base of the place instead. So we'll just walk around the mountain instead. This probably is a faster way of doing it. I should have actually done this one first before killing all these elementals, but yeah, fair enough. We'll just make a full circle around the volcano instead. Whew, this one is 564 degrees. That is far hotter. Although apparently that is not enough yet, because I need to do more readings. This is 8,536. And that is apparently still not the hottest place. That one was significantly hotter than the previous one as well. And there's one more. I think that's the final one, right? I think other than this, I've sort of checked all of them. Maybe I've even checked this one already as well. Maybe I don't. Hold on. Hopefully not, because that means I would have to head up the mountains. Oh, no, this is it. 428,000 degrees crackling height. Exactly, well, approximately, almost, somewhere around there. Okay. Ooh, looking at the clock, it is currently 1337. It's lead time, boys. I mean, whenever you spot that, you do have to point it out, right? Now, just to clarify, by the way, because I know that I've been referencing my main in the past videos as well, I do plan on making this character my main character for Legion. So, I want to be playing this one pretty much exclusively throughout the expansion. Or maybe I'll dip into, you know, a little bit of Hunter action as well, which is a class that I've played for many years. But I'd like to try something else. So, I am planning on making this my main account, or my main character. Anyhows, we got back to Nolan Tacker over here. Excellent work, Lowko. Now we're a bit safer from the dinosaurs' attacks. Plus, I've got the fresh meat to serve my men. No worries, sir. With that, we also have leveled up to level 51. So that is nice. And apparently we can now do a new dungeon, which is pretty cool. Okay, I got your quest, sir. I got your volcanic activity. Do you think the volcano was active? I wonder why it didn't explode when the cataclysm hit. I hope that it did the trick. I'll take the ash. This may come in handy sometime down the line. I'm still a bit concerned about the fire elementals, Lowko. One last request. Head to the top of the Fire Plume Ridge and kill the one they call the Blaze Runner. He's the biggest and strongest of all the fire elementals in the crater. With him gone, I'll be able to sleep much better. Alrighty, I can go ahead and do so. Yo! What's going on, Crackle? I got here myself, I go there myself, but I'm a little scared of the fire elementals. Don't worry, sir. I've got the hottest temperatures, like 428,000 approximately, somewhere around that. Those results are astounding. My boss will be pleased. Thank you, kind Blood Elf. My good friend Spraggle has been fretting about something for some time now. I'd help her, but as you can see, I'm pretty comfortable right now. Could you check in with her and see what she needs? Well, sir. That's a bit of an odd request. And we also have Speak with Spraggle. What? Crackle sent you? I did, yeah. He's literally right on the other end. You've got to help me, Lowko. My friend Ringo left earlier to explore the volcano north of here, and he has not been, or he's been gone way too long. I'm really worried about him. Do you think you could find him? Why don't you take my canteen with you? If you'd find Ringo, I'm sure he'll need it. Sure, I'll take that. And with that, I've also finally made my way to the bottom right corner right here once again. I have obtained the seeds. Yes, I most definitely have. Yes, these seeds will do nicely. You have the gratitude of the Cenarian Circle, Lowko. It is Moonwarden is the Night Elf Druid who indoctrinated me into the Cenarian Circle. He has set up camp north of here, near the cliffs of the crater's easternmost edge. Follow the flow of the Bloodpetal seeds, and I'll wager you'll find him nearby. My studies are limited only to the seeds and the other regions, but he pursues more advanced matters. If you are curious to learn more about the Ungora's flora, you should speak with him now. Well, that definitely does not sound like the most, you know, exciting thing in the world, but I may see if I can hold by him. And I've also managed to kill the Lar'Cory, you know, raptor here. Do not let fear overpower you, Lowko. Fear is the great betrayer. You must remain strong. Well, to be fair, it wasn't really all that bad, Torwa. I got him. The Earth Mother is praised. You've done it. Fair play to you, Lowko. You have proven to be a great hunter in your own right. Your spirit is strong, your bravery unmatched, and your strength has been fortified. I bow down to your skills. Only the greatest of my ancestors could have accomplished something so incredible. Congratulations. Well, I mean, to be completely frank with you, Torwa, it wasn't all that difficult. Oh, moving up the mountain, because I wanted to go ahead and kill Blaze Runner, who is apparently on top of it. We found Ringo's sack. That is an interesting sentence as well. It rests on the rock in front of you. You find what appears to be Ringo's belongings. If he left these there, or he couldn't have gone far, maybe you should go look for him. Alright. I can see if I can find him, maybe. Oh, well, hey, look at that. Ringo! Did you die? Ugh, it's so hot. I was exploring this area when all of a sudden the heat just became unbearable. I must be suffering from heat exhaustion. Please help me get back to my friend Spargo at the Marshall stand. I'm feeling a little out of it, so you can slap me if I'm feeling woozy. If I do something to faint again, just splash some water on me from Spraggle's canteen. That should help, hopefully. Alright, I don't know if you're gonna follow me, sir, but I got an elemental to kill here first and foremost. So actually, I don't need to. Yeah, he's gonna follow me, apparently. I don't want to escort you all the way down, dude. Alright, fine. I'll do that first, then. Oh, once again, I need to revive Ringo, because he's just not feeling great. You know what? I'm actually just gonna move up the volcano. I'm hoping that he's gonna follow me. Come on, Ringo! We got an elemental to kill. Now I got a whole bunch of pets. Hold on, where's Winston at? Ugh. Ringo! Yeah, don't worry about it. I got him. Ringo, this is supposedly the most scary elemental of all time. So, I mean, here, I'll slap you once again, dude. Oh, there we go. Because apparently you are, you know, you're just getting really lazy all the time. But before I bring you back to your friend, it's pretty important for me that I take out this elemental first. Because I am not going back here twice. Just because you're a little lazy. Here. I'll splash you with some more, whatever it was. I think that's just water. Although I don't actually know what is apparently a canteen. Yeah, revive Ringo with water. Apparently that's how you revive people nowadays. So look at the amount of followers I have. I feel like a demonology mage in Legion or a warlock in Legion right now. Anyway, this is going to be Blaze Runner, the elemental that we needed to kill. He wasn't all that scary. See, that's what I thought. Hit him. Alright. So now we are gonna head down back towards the quest givers and turn in the whole bunch. This Ringo guy definitely is slowing me down quite a little bit, although now that we're getting a little bit further away from the mountain, and look at that, he's putting up the projected barrier. Now we're moving away a little bit further from the mountain. Ringo seems to be moving a little bit easier. There we go. He was falling down like every 2 seconds. Oh, man. Come here, you. Oh, smacked in the face. Let's get started. Come on, dude. We're already at the camp. Just... Man, oh, man. Here. Sparkle, I got your friend for you. Ringo's not in the best shape, Lowko, but I'm glad you have find this... wait, what did you say? But I'm glad to have him back in one piece. Thank you, or back in one piece, rather. Thank you for finding him. Hey, no worries. I appreciate you as well. Thank you. At last, Blaze Runner is dispatched. Thanks, Lowko. He was driving me batty. What have you got there? Well, I got the food stuff as well. Oh, wow. It's some of the really old food. Now, I do have another quest line to begin right now, but I'm not gonna go ahead and do so in this video. Instead, I found a nice little spot where we're gonna be hanging out here with, I guess, the 4 of us right now. The party is slowly growing. I know at some point, once we switch to fire, we're gonna have to say goodbye to that water elemental, at least for a little while. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Once more, if you've got any recommendations, let me know down below in the comment section of this video of what you would like me to do in the World of Warcraft. I got a ton of plans myself, but maybe there's some things I'm forgetting about that I really should go ahead and cover as well. And other than that, I want to thank you all very much so for watching it. If you made it all the way to the very end, do make sure you hit that like button, but also make sure you subscribe in case you haven't already, so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. And other than that, I want to thank you all very much so for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!